Hello, this is Dylan Miller on Daily Dose of Dylan. Yesterday was the Super Bowl. We got that talk coming up. We're getting some MLB talking today as well. That's pretty much about it, because there's, I will be doing a playoff edition of, checking my predictions, as well. Alright, so, I don't know if you guys got it, but, anyone on, Google Podcasts, or anyone on Google Podcasts, okay, so Google Podcasts, you saw it already. I recorded something on Wednesday, and I forgot to put it out there, so you are going to be seeing two. I didn't get to do ones on Thursday and Friday. That's fine. I can still cover everything that happens on those days right now. So I wanted to start off by talking about the real MVP of the Super Bowl, and that is Todd Bowles. Brady was fantastic. I'm never going to deny that. That was a great performance by him. And the offense, really. And the Chiefs were missing two O-linemen. That definitely played a factor. But the defense was amazing. They picked off Mahomes twice. Didn't let him score a touchdown. It's the first time he's ever done it. They held Edwards-Helaire. Actually, he did pretty well, Edwards-Helaire. But they did a pretty good job locking down Tyreek Hill, which was why they lost last time. So I think I remember saying, if they lock down Hill, it's going to be massive for them if they lock down Hill, because he torched them last time, 200 yards. 7 catches, 73 yards is pretty good, but it's not, that didn't get them anything there. By the way, the Bucs blitzed less than Bowles has ever blitzed in his career yesterday. So that was a very good, very well coached defense on Bowles' part. But then again, missing Mitchell Schwartz and Eric Fisher is a big factor. But I'm not gonna downgrade what the Bucs did yesterday. That was impressive. All right. So what did yesterday mean for the GOAT? I'm talking about Tom Brady. I think it's fair to say he's the GOAT now. Alright. Now, I know I did say, if Mahomes loses this, he's never gonna catch Brady. He still can. It's possible. It's not impossible for him to catch Brady. But the bar is set pretty high there. It's 7-1 right now. Mahomes is only in year 3. When Brady, let's check out Brady. So here's why I'm not worried about Mahomes at all. Let's compare Brady's first 3 to Mahomes' first 3. I'm not going to do any statistics. I'm just going to do Super Bowls here. So Tom Brady's first 3 years, he won a Super Bowl in his first year. I believe. Yeah, he won a Super Bowl in his first year. His second year in the league, he did not win the Super Bowl. It doesn't look like he even made the playoffs. And then so 2 out of his 3 first years, he won a Super Bowl. Mahomes is so far 1 for 3. I'm not worried about him at all. Not even close. Because I do believe that he can pass Brady. It's just gonna... It sounds crazy, but I think Mahomes can get maybe 3 or 4 more, so that's probably... I At most, he'll get 5. So I don't think he'll ever pass Brady, but he can get close. He can pass he could pass Rodgers and he could pass Peyton Manning. That's something we should be looking at. He could pass Peyton Manning. What Brady really proved yesterday was that he was the system. The Bucs hadn't made the playoffs since 2007. They were 7-9 last year. Brady comes, they make the playoffs for the first time in 13 years, and they win the Super Bowl after missing the playoffs. He proved that it wasn't Belichick or the system. He was a system. It was about him. Only him and LeBron have been able to prove that it's me. I'm the reason you're getting there. You know, LeBron, he may not be better than Michael Jordan, but he has proven time and time again that it's him. He's the reason they're succeeding. So the first 7 years in Cleveland, they were a playoff team. They were winning 60 games with LeBron the first 7 years. And just couldn't get past the conference. They couldn't get past the conference finals. He leaves 20 games. They win 20 games. Over 20 games, but they completely regressed without LeBron. When he left. He comes back, they make the finals. He leaves again, they only win 19 games. He goes to the Lakers. They were the losingest franchise in the last 6 years before LeBron joined. When he joined, they were 4th in the West before he got hurt. And then he just got them to the championship the second year. You know, as great as people like Jordan and Montana are, because they're amazing. I'm not denying that Jordan's the GOAT at all. I'm not even saying LeBron's the GOAT. I'm saying he is one of the guys that can say, I'm the reason you're winning. Jordan, yes, he was the star of the Bulls, without a doubt. But how did he do without Coach Phil Jackson? He went to the Wizards, they missed the playoffs both years. He played well. Jordan played well. And honestly, if you're going to make the excuses for LeBron, you know, he played well, it's just like the Lakers year when he missed the playoffs. He played well, they just didn't make the playoffs. And honestly, he was injured, so it is more reasonable to say like with LeBron. But, I mean, he missed the playoffs with the Lakers in his first year. But, you know, Jordan tried the Wizards. He missed the playoffs both years. As great as he is, probably to go to basketball, but LeBron was able to do it with 3 franchises. Montana played very well, but the Chiefs were a good team. It's not like he took a bad Chiefs team to the AFC Championship. Well, the Bucs weren't bad. I mean, I think they were I always thought they were a quarterback away from, or at least a consistent quarterback away from, a Super Bowl contender, or even a playoff contender. I mean, I didn't think they'd be a Super Bowl champion. I really underestimated Brady there. But, and again, Montana, because the Chiefs, the last 3 years, the 3 years before they had Montana, 11-5, 10-6, 10-6. Montana brings them to 13-3, AFC Championship, they lose. It's tough to do. This is not knocking on any of them. But Brady and LeBron have proven that they're the system. And that's really what Brady proved last night, because there was already a big gap between him and Mahomes. It was still, even if Mahomes won this, it's still 6-2. It's still 6-2 Brady, even if he won that. So, I mean, Mahomes was not going to pass Brady yesterday. So what he really proved was, it was him. Oh, we can win with a lot of quarterbacks. No. Well, actually, it's still not really proven that they can't win with multiple quarterbacks, because this year, a lot of opt-outs, a lot of a lot of opt-outs on the defensive side. A lot of Some of the receivers opted out too. So we'll see how they do next year when they have the fully healthy team, full strength with Cam Newton. If they even keep Cam Newton. It's saying that they're going to draft Mac Jones. We'll see how they do. We can't be too sure yet. All right, so what did yesterday mean for the projected GOAT, Patrick Mahomes? God, I was watching yesterday. You had to watch. I said this my first episode, actually. First time I came on here, I said, stats don't define everything. Comeback Player of the Year, Alex Smith. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Chase Young. Let's look at some of their stats. So Chase Young actually had pretty good... I don't know. Hold on, let me check. So Chase Young. So Chase Young's stats in his first season. Here's what he did. He had... Where the hell is it? Oh, here we go. He had 4 first fumbles, 7.5 sacks, so when you look at it, it is pretty impressive, actually. Okay, why did I even say that the first episode? Oh, so when the first episode came out for me, he only had 4 sacks or something, and only 2 forced fumbles. So, it was a lot more deceiving, his stats then. But let's look at Alex Smith. Because Alex Smith his stats were not that good this year. Here's what he did this year. So this year, 67% completion percentage, pretty good. 1,500 yards, 6 touchdowns, 8 picks. So you look at it and you're like, that's inaccurate. He shouldn't win Comeback Player of the Year. But look at what the Texans did without him. They were 2-8 without Alex Smith. They were 5-1 with him. So the stats in this game, if you watched it, Mahomes played a lot better and did everything he can. He was missing 2 starting O-linemen. And here's what I was going to talk about. There were 2 throws I saw. He made that. The catches looked tough, but they should have been easy. That Tyreek Hill one on 3rd and 11. If you look at that in slow motion, it hits him right in the face mask. Right in the face mask. It was ridiculous. He did all he could without 2 starting O-linemen and a stifling Bucs defense. He did whatever he could. He just wasn't better than Brady. The Bucs were just a better team. I don't think the Bucs are a better team than the Chiefs. I think they were better yesterday. They were a better team yesterday. The problem is, you can say that same thing about the Bills. There was no one better than the Bills in the 90s, except for the Cowboys. The Cowboys may have been a better team than the Bills. That's debatable, though. You can say the Bills were better than the Cowboys, and the Cowboys were just better that day. But, the Redskins and the Giants, the football team and the Giants, the Bills were better than the football team than Washington and the Giants. The Giants and Washington were just better that day. So I think the Chiefs are still the best team in the league. I think they were just outplayed on a bad day when the Bucs defense shined and exploited the 2 missing linemen. All right, so this was a great week for the recent news. We had Hall of Fame inductees, awards announced. All right, here we go with the news. All right. So Manning gets inducted into the Hall of Fame. Well deserved. I believe Manning might be better than Montana. I don't think people give him credit.